Benalmadena is famous for bars, restaurants and nightclubs. But as always on this program, we're going to show you some things you might not have considered.
Yes, of course, if you've been anywhere near Benalmadena, you will know about its hundreds of bars, restaurants and tourist attractions. Aquariums, theme parks, they aren't hard to find. But what if you're looking for something a bit different? Well, where is the last place in the world that you would expect to find a Buddhist temple? You might be a little amazed to discover that Benalmadena has one.
This is the largest Buddhist temple in Western Europe, and it must be the one with the best views.
Now, I don't know if it actually helps the search for inner peace and spiritual enlightenment, but it can't hurt, can it? The temple is high up on the side of the mountain, away from the beaches and the coast, and you might think there will be nothing else up here. But just next door is the Butterfly Center. To get up here, you can either come off the motorway at exit 217, or you can drive up the hill from Benalmadena Costa, following the Avenida Las Palmeras. But you'll probably want to come up here by bus, as that's the easiest. Heading back down the mountainside from the Buddhist temple, you will go through Benalmadena Pueblo. This is actually the original bit of Benalmadena before all the building started. It's very pretty and tranquil, a bit like the Andalusian white towns we saw on our tour of Cadiz, but not quite as historic or as remote. Benalmadena has plenty of peaceful spots to enjoy the scenery.
Like the gardens of the Santo Domingo Church, with their amazing views.
Benalmadena Pueblo has a museum, which has a very nice exhibition of ancient art from Central and South America, as well as artwork by the founder of the museum, Felipe Orlando. It's free to enter and worth a visit. Now let's head back down to Benalmadena Costa. Benalmadena Costa is where most of Benalmadena's nightlife is. And also, of course, it's where all the beaches are.
And if you're fed up of getting sand in your hair, maybe it's time to come to Paloma Park, which has plenty to entertain the kids as well.
Entertaining yourself, and especially entertaining children, is hard work, and the beaches in Benalmadena will probably be just what you need. But perhaps after a few days of sun and surf, you'd like to do something different. If you've children to entertain, or even if you haven't, Parque de la Paloma is something of a treasure. Just back from the coast road, it's quite a big park with plenty of animals including chickens, geese, ducks and a few rabbits. But not content with wildlife on the loose, the park has more surprising sights. There are goats, there are ostriches,
and also a cactus garden.
There are climbing frames for kids, plenty of places to buy sweets, ice creams and even a beer. It's a good place to spend an afternoon. Let your children run around terrorizing pigeons while you laze in the sun. All this for free. Not bad, eh? Close by the Parque de la Paloma, you will find many of Benalmadena's major tourist attractions, such as the cable car, Tivoli World and Selva Marina. Now, while in Benalmadena, it would be wrong of us not to mention Benalmadena's port. This is a pretty spectacular place and has won Best Marina of the World on several occasions. It's made up of artificial islands linked by little bridges and over 1,000 moorings for boats. And speaking of boats, you can of course find boat trips that set out from here. There are loads of shops here and plenty of cafes, bars and restaurants where you can while away the hours people watching.
So with all this, it's a great place to go shopping or a great night out.
If you're looking for Benalmadena and you're coming from the east, that's the Malaga-Torremolinos end, you should just drive along the coast until you see the signs. And if you're coming from the west, you can follow signs from Fuengirola, again following the coast road. There are plenty of buses to take you here, and don't forget the train which runs between Malaga and Fuengirola, so passes through Benalmadena.